Hello, you guys. Welcome back to episode 4 of Conversations with Coco. I am so excited for this episode number 4. It's my favorite number, by the way, so I have a good feeling about this episode. I think it might be my most viewed one. Let's see. Manifestation works, so I might have just claimed it. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you guys are enjoying this lovely fall weather we've been having. Autumn is my favorite time of year. It's been everything. And it's spooky season. Love me some spooky season. So right now, me personally, just like I said, transitioning into this fall weather, coming out of summer mode. I'm currently looking to change lanes as far as my career goes. So kind of just been putting in that work to make that happen. I hope to be able to share more with you guys about that in the future. And one of the other things I'm currently working on right now at this time is leveling up my style and my fashion sense. One of the things that I pride myself on doing is I'm always looking for ways to reinvent myself and just become a better woman than I already am. No cockiness, just saying. But I'm just always looking for ways to reinvent myself to be a better woman. Anytime I unlock something that I either like or dislike within myself, or just something that I've just learned about myself, I just want to harness that, work on it, and find ways to reinvent myself and just be a better version of me. And with doing that is I want to change my style. I want to aim for a little bit more of a sophisticated look. Like, I feel like I need to make a vision board. I know Mariah Huck from Married to Medicine. She was like in the earlier seasons. She's not currently on these past couple ones, but she was in the earlier seasons. Love her style down. I feel like it was very sophisticated, very stylish, still very sexy, and still kind of gave a little bit of more grown woman. And that's what I'm just trying to do. So any of you ladies out there know anywhere I should shop, any tips, any type of clothes I should wear, please let me know. I'm open to the suggestions. So yes, so without further ado, let's jump into topic number 1. Real Housewives of Potomac is back. I am so happy that they're back. I actually did miss this franchise. And it's so crazy because I feel like every season I start off so excited for them. And then by the end of the season, I'm just ready to just throw my TV on the floor because they get on my nerves. But I feel like that says something about their franchise and what we've come to expect from them, because I know I'm not alone in that sentiment. Trust me, I see the people and the saints online talking about them. We be here. And after these past couple seasons, I can honestly say that the season premiere felt so fresh. Like, it was giving friendships, it was giving storylines, it was giving money. That's what's been missing from Potomac. Like, that Austin trip last year, excuse me because I said I wasn't cursing on here, but chicken shit bingo for the Grand Dame's birthday? Are you kidding me, Ash? Like I said, it was giving money, and I'm so glad we're back to where we need to be with them. I'm so happy. I need my girl Karen to own it. That's the only way she's gonna be able to take their power away from them. That way they can't use it as a silver bullet to keep hitting her and shooting her. She's gotta own it. She has to own the fact that she messed up and got this DUI. She was out there drinking and driving. She had crashed into that tree. Own it. Take the power away from them. If you just stand in your truth, they can't come at you. You've owned it. Giselle, I'll believe her peaceful self when we see it. I'm not holding my breath on Giselle not being messy. She gonna give us a little something, but if she's able to really truly dial it back and really try to step into the anchor that she should be, because that's what they've been wanting from Giselle for years, being first name, being like almost lead housewife. She had to start sharing it with Karen after a while because it was like, you're not anchoring the group. You're too busy beefing with the group and stirring mess. The girls don't like you. So if she can really get peaceful like she says she about to do and truly step into that first lady role, Giselle can anchor this and really be that lead housewife that we want to see. So I'm open and I'm optimistic. Ashley, I'm sorry, I don't feel like Forehead was needed back on this season. I feel like her story is done. She has no more story left to give us. And I feel like she's only been dragging out this divorce with Michael to keep her story going and to be on the show. But we'll see what we get from Forehead Darby. I don't have high expectations. I think she should have went with Candace and Robin. But that's just me. Mia. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. I'm with Karen and Giselle on their opinions about how she handled the situation. And I agree. She did not protect her children. And she could say that G did this and he's the one that put it out there like that. But Giselle made a fascinating point, and I rarely agree with Giselle. Hardly ever agree with Giselle. But she clocked it. She was like, he said you had your kids around this man. They seen you in bed with this man. What you thought G was going to do with that information? Like, anybody can be chill and as even keeled as they need to be and in control, but nobody wants their kids to come back talking about they seen the other parent in bed with somebody and they still married. Like, y'all barely separated. You and Gordon still married. Get divorced fully first for your kids is privy to all this. So I agree with them. She did not protect her children, and I'm sorry, she exploited them for a check. Mia did that to secure this bag, aka the storyline in this show. That's why she pulled it out of left field at the end of the last season. It came out of nowhere on the very last episode. This whole debacle, Ink, G, the whole season, she made it seem like her and G were perfectly fine. Now, I don't know where this storyline came. Yeah, you secured that first chair at the reunion and you secured your bag for this season. And I know they gave her a nice little cushy raise because she hit us with some stuff. You literally sitting here in a whole marriage and you got a boyfriend. That's quality television in the Real Housewives world. I'm sorry. We want to see it. So I'm interested in her storyline this season. We'll see. Wendy, she resigned from Johns Hopkins, and I kind of am okay with that because I feel like Wendy and her husband are both very, very smart, intelligent people, and I just don't see her walking away from her professor role at Johns Hopkins to be doing nothing or not have anything lined up or just, it wasn't for no reason. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. So I'm excited for Wendy. She also, like Giselle, this could be her season to truly step in and step up and kind of low-key become the anchor and lead housewife. I feel like she's the most well-rounded. She has the husband, she's got the kids, she's got the career, she's got the beauty, the fashions, the money. Come on, Wendy, lead, step up, be lead housewife. I need her in first chair at this reunion. I need her in first chair. The new lady, Stacy, she's cool. I don't want to put too much into her just yet because we only had this one episode. So I'm looking forward to getting more from her. She seemed like she could be a little messy and shady because Karen tried to be messy and bring up her divorce. And then she was like, well, do you mind that we're drinking? I said, oh, excuse me. Because Karen was sitting over there with her glass of water like she didn't want to drink. Oh, I'm on meds. Karen, bye. You don't want to be on camera drinking just yet. It's too soon. We get it. Just own it, Karen. Gosh. I don't know. That, like, Taurus. Karen's a Taurus. She's stubborn. She's so set in her ways. She's not gonna own, like, I just need her to own it and take the power away. I know I already said that already, but still. But yeah, Stacy, I'm interested to see more from her. We didn't see Kiana this episode, and I'm looking forward to seeing her because she was only supposed to be a friend and she ended up being full-time. So that means she was putting in work this season. So I'm ready. Jacqueline seems to be back, and she seems to be giving a little bit more than she was given before. Like, the things she was saying, she's throwing a lot of shade at Karen, and I hope you didn't hit no children, and this, and that. I was like, well, Jesus, you ain't need to be all that. But overall, I'm so excited for our girls to be back. I miss them, and yeah, we talking about them every episode that I put out until the season is over, so stay tuned. Moving on, I want to talk a little bit about Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and is Jaguar Wright a credible source? Now me, I fancy myself a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. I do like to think that everything sometimes is not exactly what it is made to seem, and especially when we're talking about the industry, entertainment, and things of that nature. Right now, they have a substantial amount of evidence against Diddy, and it's not looking good for him. However, I will say that when things like this happen in the industry, it does make me wonder what else is going on. What are you guys trying to distract us from? Excuse me. I genuinely feel that something else is going on, because it was like, we've known some of these things about Diddy for years, and it's all finally hitting the fan. What did he do or not do? That's what I want to know. But on to Jay-Z and Beyonce, I can't stand that people are always trying to loop them two into somebody else's BS in the industry. Like, if your family member or friend or cousin or whatever gets into some legal troubles, does that automatically attach you to what they have going on? Absolutely not. So why are we doing that to Jay-Z and Beyonce? Because they're celebrities. Oh, and Jay-Z and Diddy were so close. How do we not know that that was not an image that they portrayed to us? How do we not know that? That they made it seem like, oh, because they're both black billionaires, we're going to play it cool, act like we cool. How do we really know that they were genuinely friends and locked in like that? We don't. We'll never know all the things that we need to know because we're not on the inside. We're on the outside looking in, and we can only draw conclusions and opinions based on what we see. And based on what I see, y'all sound crazy be trying to say that Beyonce is the reason for Aaliyah dying and this, and that. It's like, y'all sound crazy. Beyonce was barely 21 years old by the time Aaliyah died. Are y'all serious right now? Come on, y'all. She was young and spry in the music industry. Like, how could the Beyonce have that much pull that early on? Now, maybe some moves could have got made on her behalf. I could understand that argument if that was what's being made. But that's not what people are saying. They really try to insinuate that Beyonce had all this power and all this pull in the, like, late 90s. Please. Y'all getting her confused with the Beyonce that she is today. And I could be being biased because I am a member of the Beehive. Love me some Beyonce down. But that just don't make sense. And I feel like my sister's up here fighting for her life right now. Beyonce trying every way but to say to y'all, keep me out of that. She dropping magazines and interviews and Sir Davis and her collaboration with Levi. She's giving y'all everything to say, like, keep me out that mess. This is what I'm doing over here. This is the lane I'm in. Keep me out of that. And I respect it. Like, Beyonce's a worker. Like, we don't know her to do nothing else but work and be with her family. So she's using her work right now to tell you guys, please keep me out of it. And I respect it. Jaguar, right? I don't know about her, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, I don't think she's credible. And I don't know. That's just me. I feel like if you were privy to all these things and you're now wanting to come out and say them because you got burned, it still makes you just disintegratous and horrible as the people that you're placing all these allegations on. Like, if you were around for all these type of things happening, all these acts, and you were in these rooms, you're just as guilty. But because you got burned and you're on the outs now, you want to tell all the tea. That's corny to me. So for that, it does make me a little iffy about her. Sometimes she'll say some stuff and it might raise my eyebrow. I'm not going to lie. But other times it's kind of given like she's just trying to find a platform where she could just sit up here and talk. And honestly, it's just giving another content creator at this point. But because she's talking about celebrities and is giving like she's got inside tea, people suck it up even more. So I don't know. Until she's validated by a reliable or credible source. And I'm not talking about her just getting welcome on Piers Morgan's episode. Please. I need her to come with some real deal facts and something that's going to be supported for me to genuinely believe some of the things she's saying. But that's just me. Here to talk my stuff. Last but not least, Power Book Ghost season finale. I am overall full and satisfied with how this series came to a close. Do I feel like it was a little rushed? Absolutely. If they could have, I feel like they should have gave us like 15 episodes to do that. Or it should have been 10 episodes and then another 10 episodes like a lot of us thought, but they gave us 5 and 5, which was crazy. Yeah, I will say that I definitely felt Monet's absence. Like, I missed her in this last episode. It was kind of like Thanksgiving without mac and cheese, child. I miss Monet. I missed her this episode. Her looks, that red hair, all that. But I like that they left a lot of these storylines open-ended. It gave room for us to see a lot of people again. I don't think that we've seen the end of Carter, Michael Ealy's character. They put him in jail. We'll see him again. I like that Tariq, Braden, and Effie reconnected. I feel like they are stronger together as that trio because they support each other's weaknesses very well. Wherever one lacks, the other two can come in and just pick up that slack. And it just works out so well for them. So I like seeing them three together. Drew, I do think that his character is done. I feel like they wrote him off to go to Paris, and that's amazing. I feel like they told enough story for his character, and it's cool for him to move on. Diana, I wouldn't mind seeing her in another series or a spinoff, because the way sis was standing at that chair holding that thing and just mean mugging, she was cooking, and I want to know what's in the pot, because we have a whole new woman before us. And it's sad because I feel like the woman that Diana just stepped into being in this last episode would have finally understood her mother in a whole new way. And I feel like it would have made for them to have such a better relationship. But that's just my personal opinion. Because she never really got it with Monet, and they just always continue to bump heads. And now, after her living some life a little bit, and what has transpired over these past couple of episodes this last season, yeah, I think Diana is a whole nother person. And I think that person would have definitely had a better relationship with her mother. So, yeah, I'm going to miss a lot of these faces. I do feel like we'll see Kane again, even though he's on the run. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of my Riesling. I do feel like we'll see Kane again. Granted, he's on the run. I feel like he'll pop up again. Like, you know, we see 2-Bit every once in a while. He might pop up in a season, episode or two, couple lines. I feel like that's how we'll see Kane moving forward, because he was such a great character addition to the Power universe. Like, if we're talking about all 4 series, Power, Ghost, Raising Kane, and Force, all the characters are before us, you cannot lie that Kane Tejada was not a top tier character. Whether you liked him or not, he was a top tier character. So definitely gonna miss him. Woody did that character justice. He definitely did. We might see Davis again. I could see where he could probably slide back into a series or two. Yeah, there's room for Davis. It's room for a lot of people. And like I said, I'm glad they kept those storylines open-ended, and I can't wait to see where they go in the future. One last little piece. Granted, we didn't like Noma. We did not like Noma. But sis was acting down. When she fell down on them stairs as Anya died and she was screaming, I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of feel for her. But I get it that her daughter had to die, because like Diana said, you gotta feel my pain too, and my brother's pain. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, Noma was acting. I hope to see that actress in other roles down the line, because she was great. Did I like her as the character Noma? No. Noma was getting on my nerves, but she was a great actress, so would love to see her in other stuff. But yeah, these are my thoughts. Before I close out this episode, it has been requested that I share one of my controversial opinions. Pretty much in my first episode, if you guys didn't watch that one, I stated how what made me come to wanting to do this podcast and my blog is I have a lot of unpopular and controversial opinions that I usually keep them to myself because I don't want to ruffle any feathers. But I've been asked to kind of share one or two. So I don't know. I think I'm going to share one for right now because I feel like it might ruffle some feathers. One of my opinions that I feel strongly about is if a person has childhood trauma in their adult life that they're struggling to come to terms with, it's more than likely rooted in whether or not their mother was happy or not in their childhood. And that's not me taking away or downplaying a father's role. I feel like fathers are very, very important in both children's life, whether you're male or female, boy or girl. You need both parents, mother and father. However, I feel like if you look at a lot of adults and certain things that they deal with in their adult life, it's based and rooted in whether or not their mother was genuinely happy or not. And I shared this with someone before, and they said to me, well, what about the kids that were raised by their dads? I'm like, okay. And did they see their mom happy though? No. So they're still going to have a little bit of there's still going to be something there. But again, this is my opinions. This is based off things that I've seen, things that I've learned, and just the way that I have come to understand the world. I do feel like a person's childhood trauma is rooted in whether or not their mother was happy or not when they were a child. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that. I can even elaborate more if you guys give me something. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Song of the day or week is going to be Let Me Calm Down by Nicki Minaj and J. Cole off her fifth studio album, Pink Friday 2. Love that song. I feel like it took them forever to finally do a song together, so it's an amazing song. Check it out. And thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys like this episode. And please, please, please share it. See you guys next time. Bye.